All right. What's going on, everyone? Sam, Laura Lee, how's it going?
So,
Uh, so last night we investigated the silo farm, and as soon as we rolled down that road, there was that barn and those huge silos towering above us. Scarier than all shit. Looked like something out of a Friday the 13th movie or Chasing Chainsaw Massacre, that's for sure. So we went and checked out that barn. There was a few interesting things. We actually, all of us together, heard voices, and but the barn itself is in really bad shape. Sam, I was in that little area with the pit with the rails around it. It looked like I saw that on your video that day. And that was one of the places I wanted to look at.
Unfortunately, the roof on that area is fell in.
Yeah, it's
see, when I was there, it had fell in too because I had to kind of duck and go around.
So did I.
Yeah. So,
This boatsy.
what's up, everybody on the chat? So anyway, so we're here to discuss some of the things that we experienced last night before the premiere at 9 o'clock. So everybody will kind of understand what's going on. We didn't get a lot of stuff in the barn, but we didn't really. I mean, we got a whole video that's coming up just about us being at the barn, and we looked at another building. But it seemed like something drew us to the house, and once we got there inside the house, it took a different turn.
That house was no joke.
We found where rituals had been conducted, and we believe that we were dealing with a low-level demonic entity, possibly, or maybe just a dark entity that had been allowed to come in.
Yeah.
Some of the things you're going to see on this video is absolutely extraordinary. It started out simple enough. It started out with Caleb got this terrible headache.
I'm gonna send Sam them 2 pictures.
Yeah, and
I'm about to send you 2 pictures, Sam.
so and then my lower back started hurting like pretty bad. And as soon as we took a break and we went outside, the headache stopped, the backache stopped. As soon as we went back in, it started again.
See,
And
when I was there, I got the same headache, and as soon as I went out, it went away.
yeah, there's definitely some kind of crazy presence in that house. And the crazy thing is before the demonic stuff started to happen, a female voice came through the necrophonic and said, "He's coming." And then Hound asked a series of questions, and one of the questions he asked is, "Are you evil?" And as soon as he said no more than he got that out of his mouth.
No, it was, "Are you buried here on this property?" And I didn't no more than get that out, that cat ball started going off.
Yeah. And that was the one on the, I don't know, when you was there, Sam, was the ladder access to the attic down in that one room?
No,
Well, it was down.
What Hound just sent me to was not there either.
Yeah, so it was down, and we actually put a REM pod up there at the top and a boo buddy, and we didn't get any responses from it.
Man, look, let me tell you something. I climbed up the ladder to look up into the attic, and just the feeling that you would get up in that attic is like something was there waiting to snatch your ass up and drag you through the damn attic of hell.
Now, there was a bat flying around. I actually have a little video of the bat just chilling on the wall. I got up like really close to him and was able to film him, and he never moved. He was moving his head around a little bit and kind of trying to follow what I was doing, but I don't think he felt threatened by me because he never moved. He never tried to fly off.
Yeah.
But the orbs, man, some of these orbs and these little sparklies that we saw it was crazy. And Caleb had the headache. I had the lower backache. And Kevin, I have investigated plenty of times with that man, and I've never seen the paranoia come across him so thick.
It come
It was, you
across
could
all
hear
of
stuff
us.
all around us. You could hear stuff outside walking on that porch. We even heard a growl, and you have to
Outside
listen
that
really
window.
good. And that's why I say, you may want to use earphones, because I do believe we actually caught the growl on audio. It's really faint and it's really fast, but we went back and listened to it a bunch of times, and I do believe we caught it. And then we went into that front room where the fireplace is, and we did a dowsing rod session, and that's where things just got out of hand really fast, and we finally just had closed it out, and it was time to go. And we were going to go back and investigate the barn, but after all that, being in that house and being in there for so long, and it just seemed like time disappeared on us.
Look, it was like we were standing outside.
Very fun.
We had to step out, so for Caleb's sake, because we needed to step out, get out of there for that second.
Yeah.
And both Kevin and Caleb both were hearing what sounded like something kept running up on them. And the way they were describing it sounded like horses.
Yeah, we were getting ready to leave because we parked way down there towards the barn, so nobody could actually see our cars from the road. And we were, saying our goodbyes, and we were just shooting the shit, and it did sound like a horse was running up the road.
Beer and the whole dang truth. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? And so it was really a crazy investigation. And so I think tonight, when y'all watch this video, that's why we decided to go live, at the last minute, was because we thought maybe there was some things that we needed to discuss about it. Sam, your name got brought up through the necrophonic, and more than once.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is crazy.
My name got brought up, and it said Daryl, and that was right off the bat. As soon as we got in there and we turned the necrophonic on, it said Daryl, and then it said Wolf. And so it was a really, really crazy place to investigate at night.
One of the things was we heard some kind
Hey, Christy. Hey, Pauline. Hey,
something
KK
that
Bootsy,
said apparently that
beer.
something had happened at midnight, and then after that it said something like about Sam.
Yeah. So
Wow. I can't wait to see both videos now.
It's calling my name, brothers. It's calling my name.
it is calling your name.
It's a little creepy, though.
Sure. And,
Better yours than mine.
but this
Y'all see that big spider though? Like,
have y'all seen the 3 shorts I added on the channel? You should check it out. One is the bat. One is just a quick view, just right in that
Feel
one
better,
room.
fun.
The other's the bat.
Hope you feel better, Fawn.
See you later, Fawn. Hope you feel better. So we've been kind of run down. It's kind of like last night drained us, and it just seemed like normally, man, when we leave from that area, we're home, and it doesn't take us that long. About an hour and something to get home.
Bootsy, it can't devour my soul if I ain't got one.
I know that's what I say, right? It can't devour what it can't find.
Yeah, so like I said, we have one more video from last night to go. I'm not sure when we'll get it up. We want to make sure that Kevin gets his out first. Give us something to do.
Hey, what's up, Christy? Dude?
And so this place was intense, and it was almost like an ominous. And I hate to say it this way because I don't really believe in that type of thing, but
I will have to say this was the most intense dowsing rod session
I have never seen anything like this.
Witnessed. We did.
Did Caleb do one as well?
Caleb did the dowsing rod session.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's good at those. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Jason. So anyway,
and the responses from the Dowson rods is just something that you have.
yeah,
to
you
see.
have to see that. You have to see it.
Oh man.
I mean, it's hard for me still to wrap my head around what went on that last hour that we were there, and
And it was
Hi,
like,
Paula.
look though, it was like, well, we got there at what time?
I'm not sure.
And
Dude.
then when we finally we checked the time,
it was still a
like
little bit of
11
daylight
something.
left. It was a little bit, just enough daylight left to do our intro videos and
And I mean,
stand there and talk for a few minutes while we got dark. But as soon as we hit the barn, it was already dark. So
Yeah.
but where did all that time go?
I don't know. I have no
Like-
idea. But listen, what I was trying to say is, yesterday afternoon was ominous as hell because we went over to visit with my cousin Bobby. Bobby is not only one of my cousins, but he's also a good friend of ours, and we go hang out with him. He lost his mom this week. She died suddenly and unexpectedly, and that's been kind of rough because his mom actually helped us organize our Appalachian Trail trip and did a GoFundMe page for us to help get some of the stuff that we got, and they actually took us to Fontana and dropped us off at the lodge, and so she passed away. So we went to visit with him, hang out with
Hi,
him for a
Laura.
little bit, and hello Laura, and so we left there, and it was constant horrible weather, storms after storms. We actually saw a tornado on the ground, but I never called it in because we saw it. We saw it, and it had crossed the road. And I'm saying it had to be a zero, an EF zero. It wasn't very strong. It wasn't doing a whole lot of nothing what I saw, but
It was on the ground, but
it was on the ground, but it was in the middle of the
coming
forest.
together and breaking apart.
Yes, it wasn't very strong at all, but it was what we call a mesocyclone, a spin-up tornado.
Yeah.
It did not have its act together. That was for sure.
Wasn't nothing.
So it was ominous weather, and it rained so hard. Being a storm chaser, I'm used to being out in that type of weather.
We had to stop.
And it rained so hard that I couldn't even see 2 feet in front of me. We had to stop and get out and go and hang around in a Dollar General.
We're like what? Damn near an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah, waiting
late.
for that. Yeah, we were almost an hour and 30 minutes late getting there, and that's just because the weather conditions were so bad. And but it never stormed on us again after we got there. So we knew that something, we were in it for something, and now I see why. Because of what we were experiencing. And we call that place now the Devil House. Because I do believe that there was some type of activity going on there. Now was this?
You're doing
Sorry.
Look.
Cameo.
Like y'all can look at my butt.
You'll go over and mess with stuff. So
So cute.
yeah, last night was really exciting. It was probably, I will say, it was probably one of the best investigations that we've ever done, and it wasn't overly scary, just because we're used to that element. But the energy in that crazy old little house was just absolutely just astonishing. And like I said,
that had to be one of the most intense investigation that we've done.
in the orb, man, there
Other
was
than the Lonely Lost House, that place was intense.
it was, and
it was intense.
and then I could have swore as we were getting ready to leave too that we saw somebody actually walking down the dirt road, and there wasn't nobody there, but we all saw it. We saw it. It looked like there was
Did you
somebody.
get it
walking
on
down the
camera?
road. No, we'd already packed everything up. We were fixing to
I'm
leave
just trying to figure out who the hell the man was.
because you know where Lost for Words lives, so the Silo Farms is a good little hump from there, and so
Where is she?
I guess she's feeding the kitties and doing some other things.
Oh
What?
yeah. I don't know. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
What do you want?
She had to put her 2 cents in.
What do you want?
Where's
that
my
what that was?
key?
Now making her debut.
I know damn well what she wants.
She's like, "You ain't paid me my
Yeah.
damn supper
Yeah,
yet."
she said you ain't fed me my supper
Well,
yet.
it's
That's
your
what's
fault.
going on.
You're the one that's been down there sleeping on the box.
Yeah, see, I wanted to do that place at night, man.
It's well worth it.
Yeah, it is.
It's well worth it.
It's well worth it. Now, there's one room that you absolutely can't. You can't go into it because the floor is just. I tried to walk in there and I was like, oh no, we can't go in here. Almost fell through the floor in the corner of the room that when you watch the video, the first room that we come to, that we do the cat balls and we do start the investigation. I had my camera in the corner of the room, so I went behind the camera to make sure that everything was looking good and I was getting everything good, and almost went through the floor in that corner.
Mm-hmm. Wolf
And,
about pulled a hound.
yeah, but Wolf got the hell up off that spot real quick. Because I'm sure it's not that far down. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is probably maybe about yay far down, but still, that's still enough to cause a mechanical
It would have
injury.
been kind of like how I went through the floor.
My ass, man, I'm too old to be busting up some bones anymore. That shit takes a long time to heal these days.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's what went on, and it was crazy. It really was. And as soon as we got there, and we pulled off and went down that road, man, it was just like the whole feelings changed. And we followed Kevin and Caleb to the location. And even they said that as soon as they got there, man, it's just this feeling. And then we rode past that house, and I could see through that house, and I was like, man, there's a spirit there. I felt it. And
I'm gonna tell you, in the daytime when we rolled up there and went toward the back part, we got out, and it was just a feeling of heaviness.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was.
We got when we pulled up there, man. It was like just like the feeling that somebody was watching us, but it was coming from that barn up on the fucking hayloft.
Yeah,
like somebody was standing there at the opening where the hayloft was watching us.
High raise.
Yeah, hey Ray.
Someone, something,
Hey Harfine.
or whatever.
Well, I mean, and then the craziest thing was before we even started, we were standing out there and we was talking about, Jason Voorhees, and then we brought up, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I swear to God, inside that barn was one of them roll doors like Leatherface had. And so, I messed with everybody, of course. I opened it, slammed it shut like Leatherface did. And
we did, though, happen to find a little ladder that was on the side of the barn that actually we could climb up and actually see up inside the hayloft, which...
Now, I'm sure that was probably a grand barn back in its day,
big.
back in its heyday. That was probably an awesome barn.
Yeah, it looked like it was set up for cattle.
Yeah, and that was a cattle farm. I do believe that's what the silos were there for, to store silage to feed the cows with. That's what that pit was. And
that pit could have actually been a little milking station.
I'm not sure if it was, but I'm not really sure what went on inside that barn. But if Sam, you remember being in there, on either side, on the inside was walkways up off the main floor.
Yeah.
And on one side, if you come in from the back side, on one side there's an exit that goes to the silo. On the other side is that room that you had with the rails and the pit. And so that just tells me, because I'm a country boy, man. I've been around horse farms and cows and stuff all my life. It was the same kind of farm right across the road.
Possibly with milking setup.
And it probably was dairy. Yeah, it probably was. And so that just tells me that that's up high. So the farmers, when the cows are inside of that barn, then the farmer can actually walk up higher than the cattle and be able to see what's going on. I don't know exactly what they do. Do they take counts of them to see if they're in there, or
they will always take a head count of the cattle, especially. When
But they were
put them in
multiple
water.
structures on that property, and we only got to investigate one of them.
Yeah,
One,
I think behind the house there were like 3 or 4. I know 3 outbuildings at least. And
yeah,
we
they were. We could only see 2, and everything else was completely covered over with overgrowth. And so, due to ticks and snakes and stuff, man, we really didn't mess around with them old buildings. Now, me and Kevin went and checked out one, but we never really went inside of it. We were just interested in, getting into the barn and seeing what that was and going to the house. That was our whole idea. Once we got into the house, we decided to start investigating because things just escalated from there. You will see it. And so, yeah.
Can I be excused for a minute since you only gave me 1 minute? I gotta go put the dishwasher on.
All right.
I'll be back.
And so, yeah, that was pretty rough, man. And we didn't get home and finally get into bed. It was like almost 3:45 this morning. And then we got up and we put the video together and we got it exported and uploaded. We went to Golden Corral for lunch because, of course, I get to eat for free.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to go to Waffle House because we had designs on some smothered and covered hash browns, but man, you couldn't even get in there.
Dang.
It's like every time we go to eat at Waffle House around here, man, you can't even get in there.
And I will have to say, we have acquired a new speaker.
Yes, we did.
Wolf and Pound.
And it works really good. And we
Which
used
you
it
will
last night.
see it being used.
Because Hound dropped the old one in the cat water bowl, and it worked for about 2 seconds, and that was it.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So this speaker here, the one that fooled everyone completely in because they thought it was an EMF meter, is no longer in operation. It
Yep.
is officially retired.
Yep. Yeah. So I get to get up first thing in the morning and take my car back to the shop because it's got some type of issue that I did not have until they fixed it. And now I have this issue, and they're going to find out what it is, and they're going to fix it.
Oh.
So, and I ain't paying
Yeah, it's
another
like
dime
we're
total
going
for
down
it.
the road, and it's like I guess it's like it's lunging as we're driving.
Yeah, kind of. You know,
like the speedometer needle
and the
just like
tack, and I got to be honest, I think it's the transmission, and if it's the transmission, man,
that.
we're pretty
I
fucked.
think it's just new stuff that they did. I think the timing's just off or something.
I mean, the timing could be off on it a little. So yeah,
That or like our friend Ryan said, that something could have probably got unplugged from the transmission that didn't get plugged back up that was supposed to be.
Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna have to figure that out, fix that. So
Yeah, I mean, if they fixed one issue and caused another one, they would have to fix it.
well, I mean, in the past 2 months, man, we've spent what, over $1,000.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to spend over $1,000 and wind up with a new problem
I'm not
that
gonna
wasn't there before I took the car to the shop.
I'm not gonna pay $400 or $500 out of my pocket for a mistake.
Yeah, and I had to go to work early on Friday, and so I didn't have time to drive around and check it out. But it started doing it on my way to work, and I mean, it's nothing that's like, but it's something that needs to be looked into before it becomes a big problem, you know. And I can't afford to spend another $500 on my car, you know.
And we found out something else. The spark plug wires need to be replaced, but that's really, really easy.
Yeah, he said, man, it looks like that's factory. I said, it probably is. Because I went in there and told him I wanted to get a tune-up on the car, and it was talking about $300. And I was like, oh, hell no.
What the hell?
And, yeah. So...
And I mean, we still got to go get our dad's truck fixed. That issue alone's probably going to cost over $1,000.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, if we're lucky at one, if we're lucky at
brake
something
was locked
simple,
up in it, and
and so we got to try to get that fixed and stuff. And I don't know, man. It just seems like we can't win for fucking losing.
oh my gosh, let me go take
Lately.
her.
No matter what we do, you know what I'm saying? There's always that
Oh,
kick in the nuts.
Bro, I feel you. I'm in the same spot right now.
No, Pauline, it's not in the shop now. Make sure I ain't missing nothing before I say that. No, it was in the shop on Friday and they fixed it. And I couldn't even take it back yesterday because I knew yesterday it was doing it. And we almost didn't go to the silo farms because of it, but we decided to roll the dice and go because we'd waited so long to get there. And we already had everything arranged with Kevin. So we did. I mean, we didn't really have any issues at all. And, but I couldn't call the shop or take it back up here yesterday because they're closed on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So, so first thing in the morning, I'm going to be up there with it and they're going to have to do something about that. So, because like I said, it wasn't doing that at all until after they fixed it. So, yeah. So I am a little pissed about it, to be honest with you. And that's a lot of damn money,
Yeah.
And that's a lot of money that we could have put towards maybe getting another vehicle. But
man, what we done spent on the car, I could have got like 3 new rim pods.
But we feel like the Storm Chaser is worth fixing because it's a good car.
Like possibly another storm on
And,
through.
So that's what's been going on. But I ain't trying to let that stress me out none. Because like I said, either I can take it up there and they can fix it, or I'll take my business elsewhere from here on out.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of business up there with that car.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
I mean, when our dad was still alive, that's where he would take the vehicles.
Yeah, so I mean, it has to be something that didn't get done properly, it's probably something simple, something
Yeah.
that just got overlooked, but it's going to have to be looked because I don't have another $400 right now to put in the car, and if I lose my car, I lose my job, and Whooping Hound suffers, and it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm gonna take it up there in the morning. I'm gonna be up there waiting when they open. So, and I'm gonna talk to the mechanic that fixed it too. So, because I know who he is, and see what he can find out about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, it's like you said, it could be something simple,
Yeah, I mean, man, you know how it is, man. There's always bumps in life. You think you might be straightened out, and then it snatches you by the boo boo again, and it's frustrating as hell. But I mean, what you gonna do, man? When problems arise, you take care of it or you don't. And if you don't at least try to take care of it, then you don't have no right to complain about it.
right?
Because you sat back and done nothing. And like I said, right now I don't think it's a pressing problem, but it could become one. You know what I'm saying? And we need to have reliable transportation.
What are you talking about?
My car, man, I put it in the shop yesterday and got the rest of the stuff fixed on it. Now there's a new problem that wasn't there before. And so I'm going to take it up there tomorrow and have a look at it. So, because I'm off tomorrow.
My truck needs brakes. But I'm not getting them fixed.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, the Storm Chaser was shitting and getting yesterday, but it's something, there's something there, and if it's the transmission, I don't know what the fuck to do. So, but we won't be defeated. But yeah, we're really excited about this video premiere, man. This was something that we haven't really encountered yet, other than when we were at the hospital that time, when we were, when I asked, "Are you a demon, a demonic entity?" and it was lighting the K2 all the way to red. And when that started happening, we evacuated the Littlest Ghost Hunters out of the building
Yeah.
And
I
we
just
left.
can't wait for y'all to see the dowsing rods, especially in front of that fireplace.
Yeah, that place, man, was just, there was something to it, and you could hear like moving around. Something was moving around, and it was just. There's definitely something to that place. Now, as far as is there spirits or ghosts or even a, and you know what how I think, man, that out of 100 paranormal cases, maybe one may be legit demonic. You know, because spirits like to do that too. And I guess they identify as a demonic spirit. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's their right to do so if they want. But
Derek can post in his link if he wants to.
Derek should know already that he ain't got to ask. If you want to on our live, you can, because that's what we do. We allow people to try to help themselves grow, and if one of our lives may help them get one sub, then yes, it's absolutely worth it. So please do so.
Yeah, so if you want to post your link, feel free to do so.
We know some
who can't.
Some creators really don't want you to do that on their live, and I can understand that how they wouldn't want you to do that, being that it's their live. But we're not like that. If you want to post your link, please feel free to do so.
There you go, Derek.
It's just a way that we try to give back to the people that support us, and the little ways that we can. So if it gets you a sub, then good on you. So
I'm chopping that 500 down. I'm chasing it.
Hell yeah!
Good job.
Where you at now?
I'm 13 away.
There you go. Get that community tab. That's a pretty big milestone, getting that community tab.
Yeah.
Is it the best thing in the world? But it's a tool, and that's how we use it. We use it as a tool, and it is pretty effective, and it puts you out there because people's going to see it. Like if you do a live, so community tab, your supporters will see that. So, Laura Lee, did you watch the little video we did for our members? Well, it wasn't really a little video.
Did.
Where we were sitting on the back porch of the.
Yes, I did. It was enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
I know.
For the investigation, we sit down there at the location. We sit there and we relax and we let ourselves get in tune with the environment that we're in. We strike up conversations with the spirits because we know that they're there. We know they can hear us. And we do our thing, and then, we go and take care of business when the time comes. And, yeah. So.
Oh, Bootsy.
Yeah, we'll do something too, Sam.
I'll turn my camera on in a minute.
So I was gonna take this glorious nap today. I was gonna take this glorious 3-hour nap today.
Ow!
Rest. I'll be damned if I've done it yet. I did sit in this chair and snooze for about 30 minutes, I think.
I'm the one that took the damn nap.
And then I heard somebody go down the road with boom, 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 boom. It kind of woke me up. So it'll probably be at an early bedtime for me tonight. That's for sure. If I can be in bed by 11:30, 12, I'll be straight. And I wouldn't worry about it, but I do got to get up in the morning.
My shut off time tonight's going to be.
I guess I shouldn't ask you that on here. I'll ask you off here. How long is?
How long is what?
In your video.
What is it? Go on, man, spit it out.
More than an hour? Less than an hour?
Oh, it's more than an hour.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to stay up though. I've been up since 2:30. Hey, did I tell you? Oh no, never mind. Sorry, you're talking to your ghost.
Let's go an hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the rest.
You don't stay up, then you'll miss.
Yeah,
you'll miss the last half of it. That's the dowsing rods towards the last half of the video. And that's
what do you want me to do? I have to be up at 2:30.
Well, why do you have to be up at 2:30 for?
because I go to work for 4:30.
Oh, the shit on all that.
But there was a dude behind my truck this morning. It scared the living crap out of me.
Behind your truck.
Yeah, he was like, literally. Yeah. Actually, you can ask Raves because I called her over and over. I'm calling her because I was driving and I kept saying, call Raves, call Raves, call Raves. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then I called my mom and told her.
Wait a minute, I'm kind of confused on what you said at the very beginning with. I thought you said trying to buy your
No, he was behind my truck in the dark at 4 o'clock this morning.
Powder ran his ass.
What was he doing? Pissing?
No, I don't know what he was doing, but he scared me and then he disappeared. I don't know where he went.
Oh hell, you probably scared the shit out of him.
Well, he scared the shit out of me. I'll tell you that.
Well,
Shit,
you know what happened around here the other day was that I had to pull my damn gun on somebody here.
Oh,
I had to my weapon, and because we kept hearing this banging sound, and that's what it sounded like to us. And so Hound said, "I'm gonna go see what that is."
Crazy girl, what's up?
So he opened up the door and looked, and he came back in. He said, "Man, there's some strange white van parked behind your car."
whoa, really?
Yeah, so I grabbed up the thunderformer and fucking went out with it in my hand. And when I rounded the corner, you know,
Hi,
and
crazy
I'm
girl.
telling you what I saw with my own eyes. And so when I say this, you understand it. I'm just telling you what I witnessed, what I saw. What I saw was a black guy, and it wouldn't have mattered. He could have been black, white, green. Could have been ET with a fucking one of those delivery fruit baskets. But it wasn't. It was a black guy. And the first thing I noticed, he had his back to me, but he was at my front door and he had his hand on the doorknob. Second thing I noticed right off was an older white dude with him, and he was looking down the house with his back turned to his buddy, looking down the highway. And the first thing I thought was, "Out." And I was like, "What the fuck do you want?" And he turned around, and as soon as he saw that gun, I mean, I wasn't pointing it. I'm not foolish enough to point my weapon at anybody, you know. And I didn't even have my hand on the trigger, but I had it just in case because we have had break-ins around here in the past several weeks, and you know, unfortunately, the fact is there are some stuff up there that belonged to my mother that you know is valuable, and so then the black guy was like, and then come to find out they were from a place was supposed to be picking up an oxygen tank. And I said, well, there ain't no oxygen tanks here. And then I said, the problem is, you know, and I believe what you said. The problem is your van don't have no company logo on it or nothing. So all I saw was a white van, you know, and that just it was the whole fucking thing was just red flag after red flag.
Yeah.
And so the white dude popped in, and what I said is I said, you know, well, I thought y'all guys was breaking into my house, man, and I'm a reasonable guy, so you know, but you know, I could have come around the corner and just started firing off shots at you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't
shoot nobody. I'm a retired police officer. You can't shoot nobody. And I said, well, where are you a retired police officer from, dude? And he said, New York. I said, well, I got news for you, asshole. I said, you ain't in North Carolina. You ain't in New York. You're in North Carolina. This is a stand your ground state.
I'll find out.
And I said, and you got to keep in mind, there's been a lot of break-ins around here and shit, and during the daytime too. So you know, the black guy was really cool, man, and stuff. And I said, I'm not no threat to you, man. I'm just making sure that you know.
You're just
you ain't bust in my house.
It's cool because he turned his pants into a fudge factory. That's why.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that wasn't on their agenda of things to do to have some dude come out from nowhere with a gun in his damn hand. But
you
ain't breaking into my house because y'all know what the deal is here. That shit ain't happening. You know, I ain't no pussy. You know, I ain't playing that shit.
Well, I was.
You know,
I walked in my truck and locked the door. Freaking away I went, calling Reeves.
I mean, you know what it is. Any day can be fuck around and find out day.
Yep.
You know? So that happened, but you know, as it turns out, it was just a misunderstanding, and You know, they actually were looking to pick up an oxygen tank. They were just looking to pick it up at my neighbor's house, not my house.
But that was at
Now,
night.
I
Like
hope y'all
what time
don't
was it?
bang the hell out of somebody's door like you just did mine. You know, if you knock on the door, don't nobody show up. I mean, they were rapping on it hard enough. I heard it down here. You know, and to me, it sounded like somebody was kicking in the door, and you know, I'm not gonna have that shit. That's not happening. You know, so
Remember, we were doing Messenger or something right after your mom passed, and you guys kept hearing things. Remember,
yeah, yeah. But these
like
were
the
real
door or
people.
something, and then Hound had to keep going to check because he kept hearing something. That's what that reminds me of. Except this time there was somebody there.
Yeah. There was somebody there this time. But what happened? Sarah, what happened? What last weekend? I think it was, or Monday, or Wednesday, or Tuesday, or something. Whenever we did the last live, we heard a man and a woman in a discussion, and with raised voices. They were loud.
Huh.
It
sounded like
they come
they-
in
yeah,
down here,
came in
and
down
come
here.
up there in our room,
And they were
arguing.
So I got up to see. I thought maybe it was my friend Krista. So I got up to see who it was. But why the fuck would somebody just help themselves and walk into my house? You know, knowing how I am. You know, why would they do that? But there wasn't a soul in here. But as soon as I opened that door and seen, and I have expected to open that door and see somebody standing there. You know, maybe somebody wanting to get in the front door because we keep the house locked up. And there wasn't a soul in there. But then I heard those same two voices again right outside, and they were loud. And so I went out right then on the spot, and there wasn't a soul out there.
I even come out and we circled the house.
Yeah, there's no way
Nobody.
somebody could have, by the time I heard those voices out here, that they could have gotten to their car, started their car up, pulled back out onto the highway, and took off either direction before I would have seen them.
Or started running in either direction.
So I made some calls to find out if people had came over here and nobody had been here. And so you explain that one to me. Weird shit goes on around here, man. And,
Yeah,
and
it's everywhere.
I don't know if something followed us from somewhere and they were having an argument. I mean, I don't fucking know, but that's what it sounded like to me. Like there was an argument. So
Taxidermy Sam.
I'm not Aqua
What
Sam.
a stuff you, Sam.
I'm not Aqua Sam. I'm not Aqua Sam no more. I'm Taxidermy Sam.
I told you I heard what sounded like loud arguing coming from
Yeah.
somewhere.
yeah,
That was the last time I was here. Oh man.
yeah, that is true. That was the same day, wasn't it? That was the same day. Earlier that day, Hound came in and said, "Man, I hear a loud argument coming from somewhere," and he couldn't pinpoint where it was coming from. So I went out and looked. I thought maybe it was coming from because other than the people that live catty corner from us down at the end of the little dirt road there, you know, nobody lives beside us. No, there's no house on this side of us, you
Not
know,
anymore.
and then that's when that happened. Now, could that have been real people and I just missed them somehow? Yes, that's a possibility. Or is it a possibility that it's
Oh my god. I laugh at her.
Sam? How are you stuffing people with leaves? in the
No
yard?
laughing, no coughing.
I don't know, but
Oh, somebody that we know is going to be stuffed one day with leaves, and they're going to become a scarecrow.
Stop making me laugh.
You're Laura Crow.
Y'all ain't got to behave here, man. You know, I mean, you have to behave, but you don't have to behave. There's two different types of behave. You can misbehave the one that get your butt bounced out of here with a quickness, or you can misbehave where we all laugh and it's funny as hell, and then we all take turns misbehaving simultaneously.
I just had the thought.
so stay tuned on the Facebook for the next Taxidermy Sam meme coming up.
All
I
right.
can't.
She's gonna have me stuffed on the freaking wall. I see it.
We could put Laura up on the shelf, but I don't think she'll fit up there. We got too much there. I guess we could hang her like a puppet with strings on her arms and so make her dance.
Yeah.
And we would play Master of the Puppets from Metallica while we do a little show.
So, we can make Laura Lee do a dance to it.
Are you accusing Laura of having boobs hound? If I didn't know no better, Hound.
Hey, there's lost for
If I didn't know no better, Hound was.
Where is she? Where is she?
She's
There she is. Come up here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're really excited about this one.
Lord.
This one that's coming up, man, we're really excited about it. It's really, it's a touch long, but you know that's how we're doing the videos nowadays. We're making sure we have enough space, you know, to do what needs to be done. You know.
Well, I'll lay in bed and watch. Well, no, I'll be able to stay up for at least an hour.
Yeah, well, it starts at 9, so it'll be over by 10 something, and that'll be
8.
9 something your time. So yeah, it'll be 8 your time to start. So you should be all right. I'm just as tired as anybody else, trust me. And
I'm gonna turn it on the TV so I can get a good look at it.
Yeah, that's what I could do.
yeah, we would suggest earphones. Get some earphones because we heard every single one of us would hear voices, and they would come from all freaking directions around us. And even you'll hear Kevin say it feels like we are surrounded. And I kind of throw the surprise out that I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but yeah, we did investigate with Kevin and Caleb last night. It was good to see them again. We hadn't shot a video with them since the Good Friday video, so it was good to see those guys again. It's always good to see Kevin and Caleb. They're down.
Love the pictures. The pictures were awesome.
Yeah, and it's cool too. It's cool when you can investigate with people and you know that they got your back and you got theirs, and you know.
Yeah.
And if something happens, then somebody's got to deal with all of
I
it.
got us on TV.
So that's always real cool to have somebody like that we can do stuff with. You know, and I still think it's cool too because before we even started Wolfing Out, before we ever went on our first explore, which was the abandoned mansion, our very first video, a friend of mine called and told me about that place, and so we looked on YouTube to see if there was any videos on it, and we found 2 right off the bat. One was some girl, we don't know who it is, we've never seen another video from her, and the second video we watched was from Kevin, the custodian ghost hunter.
Oh, and why should we be scared of you, Raves? Don't be scared, be worried. Haha.
Pass it. Yeah. I like this one.
Hell.
Woo's hell.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that place was grown up, it was spooky, man. You couldn't see out the window. You couldn't see out, you know, like normally you go to investigate an old house or something, you can at least see out the windows, even out at the farmhouse.
Yeah.
We can see at least 4 or 5 feet outside the windows. Even in the dark, we could see. This freaking place, man, you could not see out the window.
And what made it worse was not only was there one bat, there was 2.
Yeah, there was 2 bats. And the bat was kind of cool, man. The bat made the night, though. He was cool. It was like he was watching out for us. Actually, in the video, you'll see him flying around some. And so it was pretty cool. I can't wait for y'all to see this. Oh, I tell you, this premiere is going to be pretty cool.
And there's going to be some awesome face melting metal to rock out on.
Yeah, hell yeah, there is.
For an awesome intro to the video.
Cool. Your intros are always really good.
You wasn't here, so I mean, you didn't really hear some of the things we were talking about that I don't think you did anyway. So now you'll just have to find out at the premiere. But this place was unlike any place that I've been to so far.
I feel bad because it was like affecting Caleb more than it was anybody.
And
then what we did to
what was affecting me, man, because my lower back just started. I mean, it was
Yeah.
hurting to the point to where I had to sit down on the windowsill with busted glass and shit sticking out everywhere. And my back wasn't hurting before I went in there. And I think that something was messing with us, and that's my honest opinion. Because even Kevin will tell you. And I wished he was here. I told him we were going live. I wished he was here to come up on the panel, man, so he could tell you himself. But he just had this wave of paranoia come over him, and it was like
we all did.
Yeah, and it was like it was contagious, and it spread. And I think that's something got summoned at that place. I honestly believe that. I believe something got summoned there, and it's still there. And
yeah. Well, now we know that what we found was not there.
Yeah, now we know that what we found on the carpet wasn't there when Sam was there. So
I can't wait to hear it say Sam's name.
And it hasn't been that long ago that Sam was there. If you think about it, has it, Sam? Really?
Like what, 6 months or so?
In October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's almost been a year, but
8 or 9 months.
Oh, that long, yeah.
Yeah, that place was crazy.
Yes.
I don't know when we're getting back there. I don't know when we're going to get back over there again, but we definitely want to go back and investigate that location again.
Yeah, as soon as I can get everything worked out, man, it's like a domino effect right now. I'm headed that way.
Yeah, man, we still got Lydia's Bridge to cover. We still got the abandoned cotton mill that we want to go back to again, because it's been a long time now, it seems like, since we've been there. You know, places like that, the truth of the matter is places like that don't last forever. And once they're gone forever, so's the history that's to it. And that's what sometimes I call spirits. So if you ever hear me refer to history walks that place, I'm talking about spirits, because
I have to say that too. Actually, now seeing the farm, I'm absolutely love it. I love it.
It's just so when you roll up on it, man, that barn and them silos are just like
creepy,
towering above you. And
we got baked out by some silos on the way there. I was like, oh, look, there's the silos. I was getting all creepy feeling and all that. And I was just like, well, damn.
But other than spirit activity, man, we were not bothered by one single living person. I just don't think anybody really cares, to be honest with you. But
I mean,
I would not advise spending any great amount of time in that barn, because I noticed some major structural damage.
Yeah.
Main support beams that are actually holding that whole place together, and that barn is freaking huge.
Yeah,
it is.
And eventually them support beams are rotted, and there's a couple of them that's only held by a piece of wood this thick, and once those support beams let loose, man, that whole barn's liable to just collapse right in, which is a damn shame, really. But we know nothing about the place. Nothing. We don't know how old it is, how long.
Can you research it?
There's nothing on it. Yeah.
There's got to be something somewhere.
Some places are just forgotten. And what's up, Bob? Some places are like that. Or they just,
damn it, now I'm corn.
And so, I mean, the only thing I can tell you, man, is just watch this premiere and you'll see exactly what we're talking about. It's all on video. And like I said, the orb action, man, it's absolutely phenomenal. And I got to be honest with you, most of the time, that I'll see the orb, especially when I'm shooting in night vision, and I'll see the orb. There's a lot of orbs that I didn't see that are on video that were captured, and little sparkles of light. And it's crazy. And like I said, I can't wait for y'all to see this video, because this is probably one of our best ones, and one of our best investigations. And it was creepy
I just can't wait for y'all to see what we did, what happened to Caleb. And
yeah, normally when we go into a place, I'm like, my ghost meter is, active. But man, I was over in the red sometimes last night.
It was like our
something definitely did not want us there, and I don't believe we were welcome there. That's for damn sure. I don't believe we were. It's not like the spirits at the farmhouse.
Bandy.
What's up, Randy? on, Randy Bobandy.
Bobanders.
And Amethyst, how's it going?
What's up, Randy?
Bob.
Bob, I saw Bob. I think I said hello to Bob.
Yeah, I just saw Bob.
You know, and I thought Jenny Love was gonna come. I was gonna try to talk her into coming up on the panel, but I had to
She
see
was
she
in
had-
G's earlier.
Take
yeah,
care,
I talked to
Ace.
her earlier, so I mean, I know that those guys are busy, and it's
Yeah.
you know. We're like wild animals at the zoo. You know, it's good to look at us as long as you're on the outside of the cage.
Hey, Amethyst.
Only the bravest of souls get in the cage. But yeah, so that place was cool, and it was a long freaking drive home last night. I mean, it really was. At least it wasn't raining, and
How
but
long
we did.
drive is it though normally? Like,
We found a new way home off of 40, so that cut our interstate traveling out, and I about hit a deer last night too. Son of a bitch!
Oh, dang.
Was it's standing there
I
and
hit
saw
a
me
deer once. Not fun.
go midway, didn't he?
Well,
Yeah.
Night, Ray.
Good night, Raves. Where's
Night,
Raves?
Rays.
we get the puppers ready for bed.
Oh. Yeah. So that's why we decided to do this live, because I didn't think Sam was going live. I didn't think Lori was doing Fun Day. I figured she'd already been doing it. And I talked to Kevin earlier because we were all, Kevin was going to go live.
Hello.
Kevin was going to go live. And
What
I
time
told
you showed up?
he said that Caleb was
Just kidding.
going out this evening. So he
I was
thought
just-
he didn't think he was going live. And I said, well, shit.
You work
I said,
today.
man, it seems like there's an open slot, so we'll
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
he come in there and woke my butt up, and here we are now.
So because we want to discuss some of the things that happened last night before the premiere, so everybody would kind of be on the same page when we watch it. But it's just that place is freaking phenomenal, and and let me tell you something. It's not always the big things that happen at an investigation that matter. Sometimes
You gotta appreciate the little things.
it's the little things that happen, and the little
Right,
things
right.
continue to happen that turn into bigger things, and that's what happened last night, man. And it started out innocent enough, and then this
Well, it must
female
have been
spirit.
cool because you guys are excited.
Well, this
Yeah.
female spirit came
I'm
through right off
excited
the
for y'all
bat
to
and
see
said,
this.
look, the first thing that happens when we started doing the necrophonic was it said my name, and it said Daryl. And then it mentioned Sam. I think several times Sam's name was mentioned through the necrophonic. And Sam, and it's clear
and
as
then
a
it
bell.
said something about midnight,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it was Sam.
The whole time we were in that room, listen, this is what's weird too. The whole time we were in that room, all four of us was in that room. We had the ghost light on the floor. That's my square floor light. I call that the ghost light. We had that, because really, nobody really wanted to be in the dark, with that kind of thing going on.
I did.
So,
I like being in dark places.
Wait a minute. What did you say about midnight and it said my name?
it said your name, right?
It said
Almost
something
right off the bat.
about midnight
Yeah.
to Sam or something.
Something. Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you what, at 12:15, I had woke up out of my bed. And then I had laid back down. I took a pain pill, laid back down, and woke up again at 3.
I'm not real sure what time it was, Sam, because that's another thing that was weird. It seemed like time just slipped away from every one of us.
Hey, G.
And what's up, G? And that's really weird how that happens, because that happened at the farmhouse too. Now, is it because we're so involved in what's going on?
Just the time just slips away.
And the time slips away from us? But it just seemed like that we were in that house an awful long time for we had other plans. Like we were just going into the house to check it out, to explore it. And then Kevin and Hound and Caleb were going to go back to the barn and investigate. And me and Kevin was going to investigate the house. We didn't get that far. And the next thing you know, we done been in that house what seemed like for hours.
No, me and Caleb was gonna go in the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but
wasn't
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, none of that shit happened. None of that stuff happened at all. That is not what happened. And
I'm very, very pleased with that farm. It surpassed all of my expectations.
and I didn't think that we were going to be able to make it.
Shot.
And I really didn't. There was a few times yesterday when I didn't think we were actually going to make it to the farmhouse, and because of this issue with my fucking car. But that's all right, because like I said, that's getting taken care of tomorrow, because it wasn't doing that before I took it up there, and right after I got the car back on my way to work Friday, it's been doing it, and so they've done something and they're gonna fix it. If they don't, I'll just take my business elsewhere, because that's not the only.
Yeah.
But so that's why we decided to call the house the Devil House, and you will never see why we call it that. And as soon as it said it, like every one of us was in agreement. Yeah, yeah, that's the name of this fucking place. But it was real, like I said, it was really cool, man, to hang out with Kevin.
Hey, Joshua.
What's up, Joshua?
You're
Hi,
just
Joshua.
come and check out this awesome premiere at 9
Yeah,
o'clock Eastern
yeah, this
Standard
is,
Time tonight.
We're really proud of this video. I mean, as soon as we came home, we watched as much of it as we could. We were just, I was tired anyway, man, because I got my ass handed to me Friday
I went
night
to
at
bed.
work.
I got up extra early just to work on this video for y'all.
Yeah.
And
So we wanted, because we felt like it was that good, and that amount of stuff happened that this needed to be seen like quickly.
Yeah.
And I know Kevin's is, and I think Kevin feels the same damn way I am.
Yeah, I think
Because
Kevin's
sometimes
is coming
Kevin
out
will go.
tomorrow,
Yeah, Kevin will go sometimes like 4 or 5 days before he puts his video out, and he's putting one of his videos out tomorrow. So
premiering it out.
yeah, premiering it. So I can't wait, because I'll be home. So I'll be.
Oh, I'm gonna set the reminder for that.
Hey, Lori,
Hello.
I love those pictures you posted.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Yeah, they
Which-
were. Except there was one problem.
All of them.
None of them. And I was right
The
there.
cats and the people.
Was I
You
taking
know
the
what?
picture? Is that what it
I
was?
didn't take any of the pictures. I didn't have my phone.
I took the pictures. That's what I think. I think I'm the one that actually took those pictures, I think.
Oh, I like those pictures. Hi, Cleveland.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Like
but-
Cleveland. Caleb took the pictures on his phone. I didn't have my phone outside.
Well, whoever
I'm gonna
took them, they were awesome pictures.
We used Kevin's phone or Caleb's phone and took pictures of him and Kevin with that big ass barn and silo in front of them, and their pictures turned out freaking awesome. And it was, what was it? It was just getting dark, wasn't it, Hound, when we did that? And so then they took pictures of us with their phone too, and they just ain't sent them to us yet. But they're really cool. It's like, we're gonna get that put up and put it in a frame. That was pretty cool, man. That picture was cool.
Hang on, I might have some.
It was so great to see Ghost Kitty. And Murray was
that
just
was cute.
her, and she wasn't real sure about us though when
No.
we first went. But
Oh, she fell in love with Hound. She was all about him.
I Mama Kitty over big time.
yeah, so
And little Tigger too, apparently.
that makes me so sad about Tigger. And that I saw that picture of his little kitty face with the little
What do you mean?
disappointment. Because Tigger's not going to go to his home he was supposed to be going to.
Yeah, that's fine. Here. There's one.
With your car.
I don't remember the picture getting to.
That's a cool picture. I like that. You guys send me that, Lori, please.
I think Kevin or Caleb took that.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
Caleb
but
took
I like that. It's a good picture.
whatever picture I'm in from
I like
yesterday,
how-
it's only more cool because I had on this awesome Iron Maiden shirt. And
And then there's one of Hound too.
He's hilarious. You gotta send me a couple.
Yeah.
Caleb sent me those yesterday
Oh, that's awesome.
after you guys got there.
One thing for sure, though, being over there, it was weird not calling Ghost Leader 1 for extraction.
Yeah. It was really nice not having to go extract you guys from a location. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Especially one that's as far away as that. And then we were supposed, when we left, the plan was, now I don't know, I ain't said nothing to Kevin about it yet, but I'm sure I will bust his balls about it.
We followed him.
Listen, so the plan was we were following him, and we were supposed to go back towards Hornytown. And Hound said, I don't think this is the way we went. I don't think we're going the right way, but I mean, I guess Kevin knew exactly where he was going because he had it on GPS.
His GPS. It was having him go up from the farm and then get on going towards 85.
But we found 74 West, and we were able to get on at 3 exits,
4 or 5 exits up
from the Hornytown exit. Hell, we didn't even get on the Hornytown exit when we got there. The one before that.
Yeah,
That'd be Main Street.
We found another old abandoned house going that way too, going to your house.
So
there's like 10 of them down that street.
So the crossroads right there where the little Hornytown store is, the High Point Road.
Yeah,
we turned on that road. That's the way we actually come down. We got off on that exit and come that way.
Right.
We found this big 2-story, possibly maybe 3-story looking maybe house or some kind of old maybe restaurant or bar or something.
It looked like a nursing home to me, if you want to know the truth.
We did see that abandoned nursing home on the way to the
oh my God, he called me Whoopie Poo.
Houdini.
Houdini. Houdini.
I gotta get my voodoo doll building kit.
Guess what? Now you see me. Damn it. Didn't work. I was trying to Houdini out of
here. God.
Jesus Christ.
Well.
Win, Lord, win.
That's what I have to say about that.
Win, Lord, win.
I will take that.
So
honorably.
Look, Lori, I'm gonna tell you, he keeps telling me that I'm gonna lose my kitty privileges. He keeps on saying it.
Okay.
And as far as I know, you're in complete control of who gets kitty privileges and who don't.
You're lucky because I did not tell Lori on how you was disrespecting Mad Hatter.
Wait, what?
No, he's full of crap. He's just trying to get my kitty privileges.
He was trying to be funny and was talking junk.
No,
he turning the words around to Mad Hatter songs.
He's full of crap. He cooked this whole scheme up on the way home last night, talking about, you know what, I'm going to tell Laura you was talking junk about Mad Hatter, and then you'll lose your kitty privileges for sure. And
you guys aren't going to lose your kitty privileges because in a month the kitty's going to be living at your house.
Jangles chicken down privileges too. So now look, and then he did it. So yeah.
Well, Buddy lost all your human privileges because he was a cranky bird and he went to bed, so nobody got to see the bird yesterday.
I know. We went in there and I pulled the whole kindergarten.
Some tells me he don't give two damn. So
he was a crabby bird. All right, night, Benny.
Good night, Benny.
Night, Benny.
Good night, Benny. Didn't even know you
call him a hoe.
So yeah,
yeah. Well, he was crab. He was even more crabby today. So he's just a pissy old man.
We were gonna stop at the friggin' closest Waffle House we could find.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go to Waffle House and get hash browns last night.
But I was I was so tired of driving because just getting to your house yesterday, man, was fucking nerve wracking as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was. We hit these storms, and it was like we were chasing the storm, and then the storm was chasing us, and that's how it was, wasn't it? And it, like the majority of the way, it poured down rain so hard that we could barely see. I mean, everybody on the interstate was doing like 40 miles an hour.
Did
That's how
Caleb tell you that I gave him a weather update last night? Because I was watching the radar to make sure it didn't rain on you guys.
never happened. No storms ever came in. Not one.
I know.
I mean, we saw clouds. The clouds are moving in, but it.
Yeah, but then the
didn't
moon
really do
came out
anything.
right before we left, and so, and then the weather was cool all the way home. Then
Yeah, I was watching.
we smoked a big fat bowl.
I didn't want
Yeah.
it to rain on you guys.
Well, we even talked about that. We said, well, at least if it starts raining now, I said
Hi,
it's really
Trevor.
not that big of a deal because we're inside and it would be dry in there, and it does look like it's plenty dry in that house, so it's not leaking and big
Sure.
chunks of stuff are falling down. But I don't look for that barn to be standing within the next 2 years. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. I think it's gonna be one big. If we was to get one heavy snow around here, that barn's toast. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, so's my roof.
Hi, Randy.
Well, Laura, you running out of time.
I know.
You know what it's gonna be
If
doing
it
next.
rains, the same thing is gonna happen.
See, if I was there, I could get up on that roof and probably tell you exactly what was wrong with it.
351 Cleveland
Well,
is a
you're
key.
not here, so it doesn't help me.
And I want to see what 351 said. I am from New Zealand. When
There's a Kiwi.
Australians, they go for a little from one end of the country to the other. For us, it's holy crap. All right. Well, I like how you put that. I'm gonna use that. For us, it's holy crap.
Holy crap.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Yeah, I was just
saying
thinking.
crap.
Yeah, we all have bad venison fingers anyway.
Yeah. So
How's your neck feeling, broski?
I'll just say,
Listen,
holy shit.
let me tell you something though, too, man. We wasn't joking around about no black chapels and shit last night. I'm gonna tell you that shit wasn't no place in there for none of that shit. I'm gonna tell you. Matter of fact, we was talking about all of us was talking about God and Jesus and shit. I mean, not shit, but you know what I mean. Because that was shit. That was crazy, man. It was fucking just intense, and you could feel it. It was on you. And you could feel something around you.
And
we heard something growl. Every freaking one of us heard it right outside of that window in that room that we're in. Now, listen, what I'm going to tell you. We were in that room for quite a while investigating in that room because we felt like that was probably the better of the part of the house. Plus that attic access and that attic, man. That attic itself was prehistoric looking, I ain't going to lie. And it was
Sam,
open.
do you remember attic access when you guys went there?
I asked him,
and apparently the stuff on the fireplace and on that carpet wasn't there either.
well, listen, that's what I'm gonna tell you is we finally went back in there. Listen, we were just about to the point to where we were wrapping it up, and that's when somebody noticed it on the floor in that room we were in, and it looked like blood had been made a pentagram, and it was 666. Now, here's the crazy thing. Was it a video or was it a picture? It was the picture that we took of it. And there's orbs around it. And we're starting to wonder if somebody, we were wondering
what looked like
if
two orbs was like floating right on top of
somebody
it.
hadn't opened some type of portal right there, either doing something that they had no business
Well,
doing, they didn't know how to do or how to close it. We don't have no idea, but there was some types of rituals done in that place, and
well, we did get
it did say ritual
something was burned.
Somebody was burned. They said something was burned, and I think that's when we were doing the dowsing rods. And when we asked, was it a Bible that had been burned? It said
it was a religious artifact.
Yeah,
the
Bible, and it went to yes. So. Yeah, there's been, and the crazy thing is we found them burned up Bibles in the hospital too. In that room, they had all the satanic stuff wrote in it. Matter of fact, if you go back and watch the hospital videos, several of them hospital videos, we go back to that room and them burn up Bibles are there. But I didn't hang around because I didn't want no part of that stuff. So,
well, to be fair, I haven't gone back and watched the Silo Farm videos, so I don't remember because I didn't go back and watch any of them.
It seems like it's been so long since I watched Sam's video of it, but the cool thing is that one thing out of Sam's video that always stuck into my head was that place in the barn with the rails around it in the pit, and I got to see that last night, so that was cool. I was like, that was in Sam's video.
Yeah, but I've got video from that place from prior to that, from before Sam and them went
Yeah,
from the house and the farm and the barn from nighttime.
yeah.
But
I would like
I haven't gone back and watched it.
that. I would like to see that just to see if they experienced anything like we did last night.
They experienced a whole bunch of weird shit with hearing some weird voices and there were ladies and some Mexican guys and some Hispanic chatter and a bunch of other weird stuff
See, we
You got
never
a paranormal search raid going on.
No, but
at 9 o'clock.
male and
Oh,
female.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
there was a man and a woman fighting or arguing, and then there was two Hispanic men outside.
Spirit related.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were
see that.
there were no humans. There were no humans there.
Well, see, that was crazy that you say that because most of the voices that we heard inside the house and outside. I mean, we heard voices outside, and even Kevin said it feels like we're surrounded, and that is the
That's what-
feeling that we had, that we were absolutely surrounded in that house. And I honestly think that if we'd have stayed there any longer, I think some serious shit would have went down. That's just my opinion, because I think that this entity that we were dealing with was getting really tired of us, because he said he did not like any of us, and he was mad at Hound.
I did something that really
Yeah,
pissed
we
it off,
asked
and I
him.
don't know
We
what
asked
I
him, "Are you mad at Hound?" And it went to yes. Are you mad
Hard.
at Kevin? It went to yes. Are you mad
Well,
at Wolf? It went to yes.
I can always put the video public for you guys so you guys can watch it, and then you just have to let me know when you're done, and then I can privatize it again.
So we're not going to tell you any more about that part of the. You just got to watch that shit for yourself and see judge for yourself. That's all I'm going to
22
say.
minutes.
That's how we are. Is to watch our videos and determine things for yourself. That's why we don't use little arrows to point
Well,
stuff
makes-
out, and we don't do any of that because we want to see if people can catch stuff. And a lot of things that we know about our videos now is other people's caught and we've missed. And
I don't remember, Sam. Did we release your guys' video of the farm on
Yeah,
Toby's
mine's up.
channel?
Yeah, mine's up.
No, I mean on
Yeah.
Toby's channel.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Did we ever release Toby? Did Toby ever release one on his channel when you guys went, or did he not? I don't remember if he released one or.
I can't remember it either.
I
I can't
remember a video, Lori. I remember watching a video. Now I don't know if it's the same barn, but I remember watching a video that well, I ain't gonna mention no names. You know who I'm referring to.
Yeah, that one was released, but it's privatized. I'm wondering. I can't remember if
The one
Toby,
we all
if we ever released one for when Sam and them were there or not, or if I just have the raw footage. If I just have the raw footage, then we never edited it. I don't remember if we ever did a video for it or
Well,
not.
that's the one where the other individual just continuously talked the whole time, and you couldn't really. And I know Toby was getting aggravated with it.
Yeah, but it's still got some cool shit on it.
Oh, there's definitely some cool shit. I remember seeing it, and now that I'm thinking about it, that's where that's where he said something happened, because it's that same walkway on either side of the inside of the barn that's raised up away from the middle part of the barn, which is where I figured they kept the cattle and stuff.
Yeah,
They would bring the cattle in
That's
to
where they
milk them.
would
I
be.
believe that was probably a working dairy farm at one time. We have no idea.
It was either dairy or they raised cattle for
Beef cattle, maybe,
Yeah, beef
but
cattle.
that's what the silos would be for cattle, to feed them. And so I don't know, but I got a good look. I didn't go look inside the silos, but I was actually pretty close to them. So when we upload the barn video, which we have enough of that to actually have a pretty good video itself.
I'm looking right now. The only
Like I
one from the haunted farm is the one from him and dude, not from.
Well,
Yeah.
I seen Sam's video. I seen
Yeah, but-
Sam's the daytime.
I
farm.
have raw footage from Sam and Toby when they went, but he never created an actual video.
Yeah.
So I have all the raw footage, but I don't have we never actually edited a video. So
What the heck?
Most times.
Sam, did I ever give you? I didn't give you the raw footage, did I?
No, we was still working on that part of it.
I have to get a new cord for my terabyte drive, but once I get that, I can always go through the raw footage. Right now, it's all just sitting.
Somebody asked me a while ago, and I meant to address that, and I don't remember who it was. Somebody asked me what's next for Wolf and Hound. What are we going to do next? And I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I think that was Pauline.
Yeah, it was.
I don't, and because like I said, that was one of the things that we wanted to do was to have enough to at least get 2 good videos out of that place, and we did, and we're definitely wanting to go back there. But I think that we want to go back there with Kevin and Caleb. I think they're just as interested in going back as we are at this point.
Yes.
But we want to wait till everything's kind of died down and the undergrowth has died down, so we can actually check out some of them other buildings, because we only got to actually look inside of one of those buildings. You couldn't get to them; they were too thick.
That's the way it was when we were there.
Look, this rabbit popped up. Just with the red eye, talking about fuck around and find out. And I ain't never seen a rabbit that looked like they've been on some crack, but this rabbit looked fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, this rabbit was fucked up. I see rabbits out here all the time, and this rabbit was fucked up. And then, damn, who was it that brought up old Jason Voorhees? Wasn't it?
It was me.
You dumbass.
Yeah,
I thought it was Kevin.
I think it was actually me, because I said this looked like something out of
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
And then we started talking about, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and shit. And sure as shit, inside that barn is one of them sliding metal doors. And I was like, hey, Kevin. I said, here's one of them doors like old Leatherface had. I opened it up and slammed it. That's it was cool. And then we found the bloody liquid. It was in a container. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I smelled it, and it didn't have no smell to it. And we poured a little bit out.
Oops.
I'm not sure what it was, but here's the thing.
I just about typed in the chat under Toby's name. Sorry, guys, that just about freaked you out.
Well, last time you did that.
Yeah, that would.
Last time I did that, Laura Lee almost bounced me. Sorry, guys. Thank you. I didn't do it. That's what happens
This video was raw, and we don't edit any of our videos. We put it on there the way we shoot it. Sometimes we made the
only thing that's edited on our videos is when we put in the intros and outros.
And put the music. We'll cut the sound off, and we'll put the music in it, and that's
creepy.
it. And because, like I said, we always want people to feel like they're right there with us.
And there is going to be some pretty good tunes. So, bring out the horns.
Yeah, there's going to be some jamming tunes on this one. And so we're real proud of that we get to.
We'll see. I'm just kidding.
Rock it out. And,
I'm not judging you.
I'm not sure what time it is.
See, though, I was kind of looking for a music that kind of hit the power metal basis that I think with this.
Oh,
what we chose kind of
let me ask Lori a question. Lori, have you seen the 3 little shorts? One short's kind of stupid, I guess. I tried to put a song to it. That's the one we can't.
Thanks for the spider. The bat was cool. And then, I did.
I don't like spiders, and most of the time they usually get the rough end of the stump. But this spider was cool.
Too cool.
Yeah, this spider was too cool, man. He wasn't trying to bother nobody. He sat there. He let us film him. He walked around real slow. And
even
he had something in his mouth he was eating, and so he let us film him. So we let him because I figure, we're in his home.
I'll pass. But I'd seen the bat already because Caleb had posted it on his Snapchat.
The bat was cool. But bat, I don't even know how many views that one's got yet. The spider, I ain't gonna lie to you. The spider had 100. I uploaded that and went and checked it 20 minutes later, and it had 150 views in 20 minutes. So, and then it just kind of mellowed out after that. So I think it's up to about 200 now.
Security alert! Yes, it was me.
Because our view goal is we're trying to reach 100,000, and we're in the 90,000s right now. So we're like 90,500 something right now. So we're trying to reach that 1,000. We just think that 1,000 would look really nice. So we're trying to reach that. So.
4.9. It's almost time.
Yeah, when your premiere's over, I gotta go feed your kittens.
Yeah, look, and then he's trying to get my kitty privileges, and I could have
They're
went
so
and
cute.
loved
They're
them
growing so
first.
Yeah,
And
they
I
are.
did.
They're growing really fast.
Now, look,
yeah.
now, Lori, will you tell him
I am bugs.
was actually the first one
Oh.
that picked up Ghost Kitty?
The spider video has got 325. The bat's got 220, and the one that says August 7, 2000. I just throwed it up there because I figured people want,
That's better
at least,
with high on bugs.
and look, 64 views is 64 views, and 64 views is better than 1 view. So 64 views is better than 63 views. So
That's
we don't
right.
complain. We're grateful for whatever view we get because it adds to trying to reach that goal, and it's all about goals. And
Goals.
that's personal goals for us. Doesn't have anything to do with makes our channel any bigger or whatever, but that's personal goals. That's goals we set for ourselves, and we like passing. We like getting to those goals, and it boosts our confidence when we do. And it's really basically for us. Makes us feel nice and smooth like strawberry jam on toast. I mean toast.
Like snatch crackers.
Like a big plate of raunchy fly infected snatch cracker.
Snatch crackers.
Well, thank you, Joshua. And I saw your comment on one of our things. You said that we were awesome, so I appreciate you saying that. And there's been a time when there was quite a few folks who didn't think Wolf Town was too awesome, but we're only awesome, I guess, in our own minds. But I mean, we take what we do seriously. We enjoy doing it. We enjoy going out shooting these videos, and we really enjoy when people watch them because that's really why we're doing it.
Just remember, awesome ends in me.
That's right.
Yeah, I've never even. Wow. Never knew.
I have a cup that says that.
Pissy Peach starts with piss.
Oh, I get a cup. It says Chasing Sunshine on it. Doris won it, and then she gave it to me.
Oh, my tumbler's coming. It says wash your fucking hands. Laura W made it for me.
Yeah, I got the cup.
I want to tell you, I told somebody that at work Friday, Lori, you would have been so fucking proud of me. Because I looked at him, I said, man, you ain't going to wash your hands? He said, I'm going to wash them in a minute. I said, no, you need to wash your hands and be a good human. That's what I said. You want to be a good fucking human and wash your hands.
Hi, Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf.
So, I guess with 10 minutes before the premiere, we're going to go ahead and end this live. So, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Lori, Sam. Sambo, thank you. You've been here since we got it going. Laura Lee, you too. Papa Smurf, thanks for coming. KK Bootsy, Amethyst, Joshua Cole,
Corn Pop.
Adrian.
Cleveland, Bob Green.
Yeah,
Randy.
so
Randy.
please,
Joe Dirt.
And check out this here in 10 minutes. It's worth it.
Crazy Girl. Rick Howe.
It'll be a good watch, I promise.
Amethyst.
Benny Amethyst.
20-some for an hour. 20-some minutes.
PPR.
But here's the one thing I told Hal when we were watching bits and pieces of it, and I said, the one thing I said, look how happy we all are. I mean, look at the smiles on our faces. So that just tells you that if you're in that environment and yet you have that demeanor, you have that smile, and you're laughing and you're having a good time, that means that you love what you're doing.
Lemon Pledge, Noah here, Joshua Cole.
So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming. Hello, Professional Paranormal Research. How's it going?
PPR.
Yep.
PPR.
So
I about messed that up one day and about said PBR one day.
So I want to thank everybody for coming,
Peanut butter and relish.
and we will see y'all in about 9 minutes.
and
Hang on,
before
don't go yet. Don't
Don't
end your live yet.
is premiering part 1 of their video tomorrow at 6 Eastern Standard Time.
Well, Lori, I got to be honest. I'm about to pee my britches. So
Well, you go, Pete. I just dropped the link for the Silo Farm premiere. So if you guys
Oh.
all jump over there.
yeah, we're gonna watch that after the premiere. So we will be watching that because I'm curious to see if the same types of things happened that happened.
Man,
No, that's the link to your premiere. I haven't made that public.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. My bad. I got it. That's how bad I got to pee.
So,
I was gonna say I can't watch it that quick because I gotta sleep.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go all the way back into Toby's account and
Well, I have it already.
unprivatize that, and I haven't done that yet.
No, okay.
come grab a flashlight, Wolf. Grab the
But that's
torch.
that link I dropped is actually for Wolf and Hound Silo Farm. So if people want to jump over there, they can. They can just click it. Click it or ticket.
Look, Wolf went doodling and forgot the torch.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why is he going noodling?
I'll see you
Yeah.
there. Bye,
You
guys.
forgot-
Bye.
Yes. So
All right, brother man, broski. I'll talk to you in a minute. And I'll see you there.
All right.
I guess that's gonna be it for this live.
Yeah, that's my pet wolf.
I love it. All right, I'll see you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a pet bat. Oh. All right. Well, see every one of y'all at the premiere.